Sign in if so, thank you. Good evening, I'd like to call the Hartsville Water Sewer Utility Board meeting in order and open the meeting. And I'm gonna ask Mayor McCall to lead us in prayer. You all bow your heads, please.
Please bow with the Lord, we thank you for this day. We thank you for your continual guidance and your goodness and your mercy. We continue to look to you to help us do what's right and best for our county and for our people. Thank you for this gathering. I pray in the days ahead, Father, that you'll continue to keep our public meetings safe and our schools safe. And just use us to your glory. In Jesus' name, amen.
If you all stand and Mr. Tucker to lead us in the allegiance, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty, and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call and determination of a quorum is complete based on that everyone is here. Is that in your notes? Yes. Thank you. We have any amendments needing to be made to the agenda before we get started this evening? Anyone? Take the motion to approve the agenda as written by Ms. Harper. Need a second?
Second.
Mayor McCall with a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Next order of business is the budget. It's in the packet and confirmed that it hasn't changed since it was mailed out. The meeting. I'm sorry, I jumped to one. Let me go back to number 6, the board meeting minutes. Thank you for keeping me on schedule. They are in there in the packet as well. It's 2 pages. Anyone need time to observe them or
Motion to approve.
motion to approve on the floor?
Second.
Mr. Taylor, second by Mr. White. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Next order of business, finally, the financial reports that are in our packet. And have they altered since they were emailed out to us with our packet? And one other question I would like to ask is, in the general manager report, would it alter anything within the budget? Do you have any business on your that we need to move it down? Okay, so we're good to move forward with this current financial report. Thank you. All right. Move to approve. Move to approve.
Second.
Second by Mr. Taylor. All in favor, say aye, please. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Next order of business is our engineering report by Evan White, Mid-10 Engineering.
Sure, the surf flow monitor project is listed here, I guess, some others, but flow monitors, we've actually got some good data. I don't know if y'all remember when, Mike, go to school, flooding, y'all got out of school, whatever, we got good data that day for sure. And in the past week or two, y'all had some pretty good steady rains, about 3 inches. So we got some good data there. We found 2 areas of concern, so we're working with Coney on the next step to get some more data on those areas to see how to proceed with the final ARP project as far as sewer rehab goes. The Morris Street tank demo, I didn't get any bidders to pick up, so I actually done an addendum and put the date off to March 18th. That to give people more time, and that keeps y'all from having to advertise in the paper, go through all that. So it's still open. I'm trying to get a list of demo contractors to send actual advertisement to. And then also we've got, um, the water treatment plant that's in design. And we are starting on Starlight with, the design, so. We're having to work with TDOT on that one as well, because there's already relocation going on for. The line's going through there for 141, so that's gonna put a little hiccup there in
Master
the
plan.
process.
And when you state that they're starting on Starlight, that's the design, is that
Yeah,
correct?
we're
And, a hiccup within your design, within the plan, that's actually within the plan for the
Right now,
board.
right now, the way TDOT worked is y'all had to go back to exactly what was there, so there's a 4 inch there. So before the ARP money come out, we designed to have a 4 inch to go through there. And it was bid out that way, it wasn't a better, so now it's going to become a better, and if you remember, we've done the line across the bridge, that was the betterment, so if, in order to do it and do it with TDOT, it'd be better, so I'm having to work out some details with them to see how they want to go about that, because ARP would actually pay for it if they just let us do it instead of y'all have to pay for the betterment. So
Makes sense.
I don't know if ARP will actually reimburse on a TDOT. That's what I'm saying, I'm trying to not get y'all over the idea of experience on something that should already be included.
Okay, thank
And
you.
we don't want to lay a forwarding up front.
Makes sense. Okay, any
It's just
questions?
gonna take some, it's just gonna take a little bit of communication to get the people all together. See how that wants to proceed.
Thank you. Anyone have any questions? For the engineering report? No? Next order of business is our general manager report for the.
And got water loss.
Yes, our water loss did go up a little bit, this month over last month, which was to be expected with the cold weather that we did have. People leaving their water dripping.
We did put on another major water plant, try to calculate a little more water in the water plant that they use down there. We tried to help out a little bit.
How long ago was that?
We put it in, last week.
Okay.
For
The 12th, I believe.
Okay, so it'll be within this next month's observation. Okay, thank you. Anybody have any questions on the audit report? Or the meter? You want me to carry the audit committee? I don't mind carrying the conversation for the general manager's report of the audit committee. There was the annual audit that is presented to Hartsville Trousdale Metro on all of the departments within their government, and we actually, our budget is underneath theirs. So we were requested to come and meet the audit committee after there was a finding of the way that the POs were done for this organization. And Tony and I attended the audit committee meeting, and it was, I think it was quite well received. There was an infraction, and the infraction was the in-house formula in which POs were made for this department. Now, luckily, Emily met with the auditor, and the auditor gave her a really good example of how to, when your local government's formula for POs doesn't match your department's operation. So she's been given one of those, and we're gonna send that, we're not making it wasn't in the packet, so, oh, I'm sorry, on this one it was.
Yeah, it's just a blanket.
Oh,
It's blanket purchase. This section to the.
Okay, you did the short version, not the long version. Okay,
I didn't print the whole policy, right?
okay,
Just this. to
so
add.
since the whole policy isn't in here, I think that, I think we need to add, I think this actually puts, for there's true transparency, because there is a little bit more language that's in there. This is a piece of what the auditor presented to her so that she would still be in compliance, the county would still be in the compliance, and it would be a win-win for next year's audit, because this is not what we want to repeat of. We don't want to jeopardize the county's ratings due to a situation where your purchasing policy just doesn't match the county's purchasing policy. And that's literally what it is, that this in-house policy, for it to work efficient, this group for it to work efficiently as needed, then it needs to change a little bit. And I've actually talked with, Miss Amy Thomas, and with Metro, and she made the statement that even like the school board has a different one as well. So this is a common practice that's going on. And so what we were thinking to present tonight would be the blanket policy that the auditor recommended, but without the entire policy presented to you, because there was a couple more paragraphs, I think, wasn't there?
Not for, just to add this to what the existing policy is.
So this, okay, so we can do a Band-Aid now, and it will be this.
Mhm.
Or we can change the full policy on another month.
Is there any reason to do the Band-Aid?
To get the department.
Let's do the Band-Aid and then go back and revisit it.
So we're talking about obviously do this short-term fix tonight, but then change our policy to more closely resemble that of the rest of the county.
No, sir, to resemble the need of this department,
Yes.
but still be within federal and state guidelines.
Or just because I'm ignorant, I guess, why would every department not have the same PO policy since it's all under the same umbrella?
Because we don't go
They're
through,
different.
they're different, and we don't go through their purchasing agent and everything like that. too.
I get that, I understand that, I just, the overall policies, I don't understand why they wouldn't be the same. I guess, could I see our policy?
It's the county's policy right now.
Our policy is the county's policy right now.
And they do the paper POs where you have to get the quotes and the prices and then take a paper PO. So if my guys are out working, they need to run to the co-op and get a fitting, they've got to come up here, get a PO and drive to co-op and get it. They've got to get the price, get it to me, go down there and get what they need.
Okay, so
Where-
the county.
Anytime a tap's across the road from the main, we have to bore under the road to get across for the tap.
And what does it cost to rent?
It's what?
It's $100 a day.
That's what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah. that's what I'm talking about.
Plus have to go get it and take it back.
You're down man hours as well.
If you hire somebody to do it, they charge by the foot.
How much it charge?
Like $12, $13 a foot or something. Yes, I'm sure. and,
You pay for it many times.
because they do come and do that for us for state roads, because you have to have a direct warranty for a state road, for the county road, we do it.
Approve the purchase,
All right, we have a motion on the floor to approve the purchase,
up to 30,000,
sir,
up to 30,000.
up to 30,000. If it's over 30,000, it needs to come back to the board. I understand.
Second.
And a second. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Mr. Taylor? Any more discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Alright.
Any opposed? Motion carries. That leaves us with our, yes, sir.
I was just gonna update you on fire hydrants and stuff, we've not been able to get some, the weather's been bad, so. It's pretty rough changing out in cold weather, so, well, when the weather fires up a little bit, we'll get back to changing them out. Like starting.
Can you sometime next month, month after, no rush, and y'all get time in the area, just maybe bring us a
Spreadsheet.
spreadsheet of what we've got done, what we've got left,
Okay.
just so we know. Cause I know we started this a couple of years ago, and what we're gonna do, you know, as we could, going on. I just,
Started this more than a couple years ago. My last rodeo.
We've got a problem.
we made a more concerted effort a couple of years ago when Tommy was still here, and we got some good information, that most of them were from the 1950s.
That was the first matrix of this bonus to do for sure, putting that in place. So,
Yeah, but I just like, you know, see where we're at,
Okay.
but no rush on it.
Thank you very much. Anything else, folks? We have public comments on the agenda. Anyone having anything to say?
Yeah, surely not, Tommy, you're not, having to come up here and get an approval for a bid to go down co-op and back.
That's what we would have had to do. So,
Depending on the price of it, yeah.
I just don't understand not having.
Well, we don't.
Open budget
we do,
to answer them.
what we do.
we're doing it as of now, we do. We're golden.
Okay,
That's a perfect.
That was being
the
sarcastic.
purpose of a blanket PO, so he can do.
right. Well, that's the way it should be.
Thank you, everyone. Does anyone, any of the board members have anything else?
To adjourn.
Y'all keep up the good work, all of
Yes.
Thank you.
proud of you.
Thank
Thank you for seconding the apartments late.
Oh, yes. That was,
There was
It's
multiple
like
leaks, wasn't it?
statement going
but it
out.
was hard to find, it was on that hill, and it was,
It was,
it could've been
was it
anything.
was raining or us?
there might have been.
Hey, sure enough, see what you can do about the way these girls actually follow, but I'll try to before we leave.
Okay.
you. Second,
Oh, it's pretty, very rude.
second, for adjourning.
Do we have a second on adjourning?
Second.
Not for debate, right?
We can, if you want to.
Thank you.